Hello everyone and welcome back in a new Snapshot update review. So I have jumped 1 week of our Snapshot updates simply because there weren't all that many changes in game. I have now realized reviewing that they changed a lot in the realm menu. So basically, if I were to go over here to the configure, you can see that we have a boatload of changes. We have now 4 different tabs as opposed to the previous setup in which we just had 1 button. And we can select the preference for the region in which the realm is actually hosted. For example, in my case, it's highly likely it's going to be France, perhaps, since it's the nearest to me. Either that or the Netherlands. Very interesting. It provides a bit of further insight under the hood of the realms. Interesting. Additionally, they have also added some other screens. For example, I can manage my subscription since I have to pay each month for keeping my realm. Also, if I were to try and, let's say, switch over to another world, you can see that this is in my Craft Mine world, which I have been playing with a friend of mine. And if I were to try to play it, it gives me a pop-up. Previously it didn't used to do this. Instead it just boot the game and automatically upgraded the world. Instead, now you get this pop-up saying that incompatible version, this world was last played in the old version and you are in a new one. Here it says, for example, these series are not compatible with each other. A new world is needed to play on this version. Okay, but if I were to switch to another, let's say, snapshot, this is a default one, and try to play it, I get the option to upgrade and saves a backup in my old folder. And this is all the 25w17 update. And that's also the reason why I didn't want to bother you with publishing an episode. The other change, well, the only in-game change is that they moved the locator bar off from the experiments to the actual game rules of the game. Well, I already went ahead and I updated our snapshot world to the latest snapshot, so we can just go ahead and join in. So here we are in our world. Well, we are just briefly here before jumping into the Nether, because most of the updates, the in-game updates, are going to revolve around the Nether and the new dried ghast block. But as a consequence of the latest update that we had reviewed, the 25w17-18a, the lead recipe has been changed, and it no longer requires a slime ball in this slot, in the middle slot of the crafting table, and instead you just need strings to craft leads. A bit of a bummer, I'd say, because now crafting leads is way too easy, as opposed to require a slime ball for that, which wasn't all that hard, but that was a tiny bit harder. I am not very much convinced of this. Here we are in the Nether. So the main changes revolve around the dried ghast block, in that I had forgotten to mention it in the previous episode, but you can craft the dried ghast block. You do require 8 ghastiers. What changed is that instead of a bone block, which was originally required, now it requires a soul sand with this latest snapshot. Also, with the latest snapshot, you can now obtain the dried ghast block by bartering with a piglin. The last addition in this snapshot is they have reworked how splash potions do apply the effector. Basically, up until now, you had an area around the block in which the potion is splashing, applying the potion effect in lowering degrees of potency or duration from the center. What changed in the latest snapshot is that now splashing an entity with any kind of potion is going to grant them the full-fledged effector. Previously, it used to make a difference if you were splashing the entity on the head or on the foot. Instead, now just colliding with the hitbox of the mentioned entity is going to grant them the entire effector. And that's it for what concerns at least these 2 weeks updates. Nothing major, nothing too crazy, but it's what you expect from a snapshot. They are progressively adding in new features for the upcoming 1.21.6 update, which is set to be released in June or July, I believe. In summer, it's going to be a summer update. So I look forward to what they are going to be adding, and we will be closely, more or less, following all the release schedule of all these snapshots. Do let me know if you would like me to try and match it a bit closer each and every weekly release. I can try to do that, but it's highly likely it's going to come out like a 3 minutes episode, something extremely short, and lacking, let's say, any interesting things. But if you are following my video, if you are following these videos for the purpose of getting to know what has been added or changed, I would gladly do that. It doesn't take too much time recording and editing such a short video. I thank you for having followed me until this moment. Leave a like if you enjoyed today's episode and subscribe if you wish to see more like these. And I will be waiting for you, as per my usual, in the coming snapshot review video. Bye bye!